What's going on, you guys? So the Washington Commanders have dropped a couple of games against a couple of good teams, and it really just seems like the rest of the NFL is, I don't want to say hating on the Commanders because obviously they've taken the NFL by storm and they've gotten their roses in a lot of cases, but at the same time, it's like they're freaking out that they lost against two of the better teams in the NFL. Like, this team wasn't even supposed to be in this position in the first place. Like, they weren't even supposed to be this good, but the fact that Jaden Daniels is playing like a borderline MVP candidate, this defense is vastly improved. The offensive line is better. And, oh, yeah, Scary Terry McLaurin is playing like one of the better young wide receivers or one of the better wide receivers in the NFL now that he's got a quarterback, right? But I think the central message is very, very simple for what's going on with the Commanders. They're going to be fine. Like, let's look at this. So, yes, right now they are currently sitting at second place behind the Eagles. Behind the Eagles, And like I said, I think it really comes down to the fact that they're still a very good team. And overall, I think that you got to be a little bit patient, especially with what this team has already done. The Cowboys at 3-7 and the Giants at 2-8. Like, there's nobody threatening them right now. And if the season were to end today and you were going to go into the playoffs, you'd be the 5 seed right now. And again, you just lost against two really good teams, not to mention the fact that you are coming up with games that are going to be kind of easy for your schedule. So right now the Commanders are going to face off against the Cowboys this coming Sunday, which, I mean, the Cowboys are in disarray. Like, that's probably a W. Then you got the Titans right now who are probably going to be battling for that number 1 overall pick. You got the Saints who, I mean, they got a little bit of spunk with Taysom Hill. I'm not going to throw shade at the fantasy football stud. Go get him if you haven't yet. Also, then, yeah, you got the Eagles again. And I understand that on Thursday night, this was not a game you want to write home about, but you get this team again. You get the opportunity to set the record straight and show how good of a team you are. And also after that, you got the Falcons and then you got the Cowboys again. So realistically, I would argue that you've got really two teams that I'm really worried about. And when I say really worried about, I say it kind of loosely because the Falcons are kind of in disarray too with Kirk Cousins not playing up to snuff and potentially Michael Penix having to play as well. Plus, you've also got you got the Cowboys again at the end of the year and as well as the Eagles. So it's like I'm not really that worried. I think that the Commanders are going to be fine. Yes, they got tripped up against two of the better teams, in the NFL, but I don't think there's anything to worry about. This is still a very good team. This is still a team that can take on anybody in the NFL and I think can beat them. And I think that overall, when it's all said and done, you're currently sitting at the 5 seed, like I mentioned. I think that they could still be battling for that number 2 seed there with the Eagles and finding a way to sneak into the playoffs in really good position. But overall, they're going to be fine. Okay, they're going to be fine. They are looking really, really good right now, even when nobody thought they were going to be this good to start out with. So if you're a Commanders fan, you got a lot to be happy about right now. But overall, let us know what you guys think. Are you guys panicking or are the Commanders going to be fine? Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.